Hey. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic weekend. What we just do is plop that there, and I can see all of my chats. And there we go. Oh, just in time, child. Taking some photos for some thumbnails. And we will be cracking on with today's live stream. Whoa! Man, it's been a bit of a quiet weekend, to be honest. We were meant to be doing Iron Man League. I'm quite disappointed it's not happening, to be honest. How you doing? Fresh? Also Fixie? How you doing, man? Hopefully you had a good weekend. Hopefully it's been... I don't know if I say hopefully it's been productive or hopefully it's been relaxing. Kind of depends on the type of person you are, to be honest. But yeah, hopefully it's been good regardless. Romania, how you doing? How you doing today? I'm doing good, Kid 900. Hello, Infratic. Hello, Misha. Hello, Hayden. How you doing, Just? Ended up picking your setups on the site. Nice! How are you liking them so far? I'm planning on doing the first raft of updates by at least middle of June. I've already got Jeddah, China, Bahrain, Miami, Austria, Hungary updated on the race setup. So I think they will be coming very, very soon to the website. Romania, yes, because I have 3 live streams open, so I was interacting with different people. What place finished yesterday in CS? I didn't do Creator Series. Also, I'm doing good. You look more manly after this beard. Thanks, Hayden. That's actually kind of the point I was going for. So, thanks very much, my guy. Soon, I won't need to be ID'd when I'm buying an energy drink. Today, I brought a very lovely Monster Energy. I don't really drink energy drinks that often, but I needed it today. And I got ID'd again. So, keeping it young, you know? Keeping it fresh. Can we do anything on the power thing? I guess we can't. Unlucky. I don't really understand this whole thing here. So I have to do thing about researching the part? Okay. Yo, how you doing, Lude? It's a compliment if you get ID. No, I do agree. I can't wait until I'm like 40 and I still get ID, so I'm looking forward to that. It's short-term pain, long-term gain. You know what I'm saying? Does anyone know how I can spend this money in career mode, by the way? I got like 7 mil in the bank. And nothing's happening with it. I'm not going to be watching that long because I need to study for exams. Mate, when's your exam? Let me know how they go, please, when they do come around. Autofill. What? I'm really just learning these menus now. Huh? F6. Autofill. Okay. I don't know what that is. We just go driving instead. Yo!
Unfortunately, it looks like a part we were developing has failed. I'm sorry to say we will need to revisit the development area and redevelop it. Sorry, Chief.
We will be taking myself again. My focus is up to 88 at the moment. My rating still hasn't gone up. I don't really know how that works in the game. Okay, first one's on Wednesday and next one is next Tuesday. Okay, mate, keep me updated, please. You basically put the resources into the ones you have after the money to go do something. Okay, copy. What up? When's Iron Man League? It was meant to be 7 PM today, but it's been cancelled. So unlucky. Yeah, I'm very much sad about that. I was looking forward to that. So now it's going to be on Wednesday, 7 PM UK time instead. Right, need to quickly load a setup. One of my sets getting updated next. Latest the middle of June. But like I say, I already have like 7-8 tracks already ready to go. What I think I'm going to push earlier, then do like a 1.5 and then a 2.0 later on. So you're not having to wait for all 24 tracks to be updated at once. Can hop on and start testing new ones earlier. Something I'm also looking into is a Discord server, as I'm just loading my setup now. Loading a Discord server for basically feedback, reviews, and how I can improve the service as well. It won't be the setups being posted on there because I don't want to do that. I like the fact that people own their PDF files. At least that's how I want it. So we're going to continue on that standard. But yeah. Is it weird playing as yourself or not? I like it, to be honest. Like, finally, Brendon can win something. Do you do open lobbies today? I might do it later. So we'll either spend the whole stream doing some My Team, or we'll do some open lobbies later. Depending on how we're feeling, you know? Would you recommend CSL KDD+? Depends what platform and money you have. Misha, it was meant to be today, but it's been delayed until Wednesday, 7 PM UK time. Due to basically equipment breaking for multiple drivers and etc, etc, etc. So yeah, unfortunate, but we will be live Wednesday night for the first round of the Ironman League. And due to how the grid positions work out from last season, I'm on pole position for the first race, somehow. I've absolutely cheesed that one. Come on, be purple. Yes! I was playing a lot around with my Simucube settings last night, trying to find improvement in the 4C back. Don't think I could, though. Nice little wall tap. Mate, there's so many gates on this track. This is ridiculous. It literally feels like Mario Kart going through, like, the golden rings. What on earth is going on? Oh, doing sense. There you go. So climatization done. You're an esports driver? I used to be. Now I stopped that to fully focus on content and other stuff around that as well. Why do they force people to use Fanatec if it breaks so much? Do you mean in F1 esports? Or... Was being an F1 esports draining? At the start, no. But at the end, yes. The gridboard became really difficult for me. Was spending 7 months of the year, maybe a bit more, to do 12 races. Like, for me, it was really, really hard to, like, justify that even longer in life. Because I have other stuff to enjoy, other stuff to do, you know? So that was the hardest bit for me in the end. Now I have other projects I want to do. I do some work with charity. I do some running. So yeah, there's other sides of life that I'm grateful, so grateful to F1 Esports. I got to live that dream. But also, if you're not careful in life, living your dream too long can become a nightmare, you know? And I feel very fortunate that I was able to live my dream and then also leave that arena before it became my nightmare. If I continued one more year in the way that I felt about it, I would have been really unhappy as a person. Can't believe Brendon voted not to do the race. Mate, I was literally on the phone to Otis, as I said. I wanted to race. I wanted to race TK. But the problem was, if I if I decided to say, okay, let's race, I'm getting called out by all the F1 esports drivers for being a coward and deciding not to race with them. Are you still a part of Sauber? At the moment, yeah. Need to try and fuel save. Oh, I might have... Oh, fuel saved. Okay, we got it by a 10th. Hi then, Victoria. Quickly just bashing out these little tests, and then we'll go to the race. Of course, starting from the back of the grid. I can forgive you this time. Oh, sorry, Pookie. But TK, can you tell me the track early for Wednesday, though? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Come on. 8-8. But as well, TK, you're doing the broadcast for it, no? If you are, give me a shout, and if I can help with any of the... Like, of course, I can't broadcast because I'm driving, but give me a shout if I can do any, like, help or track guide or something. To put on the broadcast, I don't know how it could work, but... If I can be a help, give me a shout. It would be cool to do. Ready for work next 2 weeks? Ah, lucky, mate. It should be good for work, though. Or would it be a bad time? Hopefully you enjoy yourself. Why virtual... No virtual mirror? Oh, mate, that's not a stupid question. It's a really good question, actually. Basically, I find it distracting. Like, when I'm looking down the road and I see, like, a virtual mirror at the top of the screen, for me, it's really annoying, to be honest. I prefer just to do that and see what's happening. Whereas if I have a virtual mirror, one, it partially blocks my view of the track, but that's not really the main reason. But the majority of it is just, I see cars moving around in the mirror and what I don't need to see, you know? How you doing, Fabio? Sometimes, it's a bit weird to say it like this, but as long as you have good spatial awareness, and you can kind of understand where cars are, you don't need to see them all the time, in all honesty. And then sometimes, it's actually a disadvantage to see them all the time. Well, it's a really weird statement to say, but it's the truth, because if you just constantly see cars all the time in your mirror moving around, you're quite likely to be put off by them and miss your corner. So, with that in mind, sometimes not seeing them is actually helpful. Of course, that rule only... What are you doing, Stroll? That rule only applies if you have good spatial awareness to avoid them if they do go for a silly move. But you see what I mean, hopefully. How you doing, Mystery? Just to double check as well. The quality of the stream is A-OK, right? Just to be sure. F1 races don't have rearview mirrors, so I don't either. Yes, but to be fair, F1 racers don't sit on their car, but I do. If I wanted to be a bit more, like, realistic, I would be in this view, but... I don't know, on the F1 game, it has, like, a weird feeling in the cockpit camera. I don't really know how to describe it, but... Like, on a set of Corsa, on iRacing... Of course, iRacing, you don't have the option, but... I always prefer cockpit on, like, a set of Corsa. But on iRacing, on F1, I don't know, it just has this weird feeling to it about the cockpit camera. You need the camera lower? Cheers, buddy. Really appreciate that. Thanks, Pookie. Right, one more practice lap. And then we'll get into the race. It's going to be nice not having like an Aston Martin in my way this sector. Maybe I say that too early. Really difficult to set the car up through there, this game. You have to really sacrifice the setup a bit more. Last game, you didn't have so much tyre overheating, whereas this game you do. So on the final parts of the first sector, it's just a bit more difficult to keep the car in the place you probably want it to be. How you doing, Float? How you doing, Uncut Energy? And what gear do you go flout? Depends on the track, Daniele, and the condition, and my skill issue. Ow, hair in my eye. Normally 4th gear is a good gear to go flat out in when you don't have TC. You tried your first 110% AI race? Nice, mate. How did it go? Hopefully it went well. How much force feedback do I run? I run, at the moment, 11 Nm on my Simucube. How you doing, Trim? Hey, T-Man. Esports Go. Thank you. Do appreciate that. Is 110? That's too low in my opinion, mate. I would go higher. I use 300, personally. Right, race time, baby. Cheers, James, for the follow.
This is officially over.
103. That's a really good level, to be fair. Bank doodle, 5,400. It's hard for you. I'm just used to it. I preferred when I used to run 20 on the Fanatec DD1. But with content, it's just a bit better to run lower now.
Welcome to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
You should add a chat overlay. I don't know about that, Max, to be honest. Because I like this stream just to be the gameplay and to be quite clean.
I'm Alex Jakes, and I'm joined by Anthony Davidson. Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Well, for them, you know, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, you know, some have got their...
We're at the back, but give it 100% and we can still come away with a decent result. I believe in you. Come on.
Have you got a series on race setups, bro, not setups? Wait, I can't see the full message there. 2 secs. I need to open up the chat a bit wider. Not TT setups. I have my shop that do sell race setups. But I'm also doing a series on YouTube soon. What will be every track guide on the game. Then also showing a free setup that you can adapt, how you can adapt a TT setup to a racing and qualifying setup if you want. But also then, of course, I have my shop if you want a ready-to-go setup that you don't have to make yourself, basically. You bought my setups last night. Nice. Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate that. DD1 is old tech. Yeah. DD1 was 20 Newton meters and DD Plus was 15. Yeah, chat overlay makes the gameplay look worse. I agree. Can I be your friend on F125? You can send me the quest, but I don't often check them. But if I do, then I'll add you. By what loot? Oh, fair. Chat is already on it. So, what is our strategy for today? Medium, hard. So I think I'm going to invert that and then try to go... I need to put my keyboard, so I haven't assigned my proper buttons yet on my wheel, or just can't find them. So we're going to go and invert that, and we're going to be starting on the hard tyre, just so we have a better ending to the race. Why did it... What? What are you doing? Hard, medium, remove stint. Let's see, so lap 13 does seem like the fastest. We'll leave stock fuel. Did that not change? Okay, there we go. We'll leave stock fuel, as that seems about right with an extra lap. Try to just smoke the grid. Oh, yeah. Why did Iron Man get delayed? Basically, multiples of people's equipment broke, or there was away from their house. So a mix of the two. Is it just about always better to start on the harder? Not on F125, to be honest, Adam. F125, you really want the track position. So, to be honest, most of the time it's probably better on the medium or soft, depending on the track. But because I'm doing career mode and the AI are really slow, to be honest, it's better for me to start on the hard, work my way through the slower AI when I have the worse tyre, and then at the end of the race, when I have the better tyre, I can fight for the win. Whereas if I'm on the medium, I'm not utilising it properly in the first laps. Oh, DNF in turn 3 on the inside wall. Watch out. Don't worry, I'll join you. Every race there, Silverstone, tyre wear is so big. Do you recommend a drive with hards? Yeah, hards are quite good, but in Mackers and Beckett's, it's basically your front left tyre deck what gets hurt a lot. So that's where you have to manage. If you can manage the front left, you'll be in a good way. That's the way to go. I see. I'm just slow. If I'm slow against... I see. If I'm against slow coaches, I'll go harder, but usually softer. Got it. Yeah. Bang on, mate. Bang on. Alright, time to get this race underway. Formation lap, of course. A lot of people on mediums ahead of me and behind me. How is that? How has so many AI got penalties this early in the season? We are leading the Drivers' Championship as well. How much is the game on PS4? Not too sure. How you doing, Maya? You love Jeddah? Yeah, it's a top-level track, to be fair. Franco Colapinto. Something I'm a bit undecided so far on is tyre warm-up on the formation lap in this game. You don't want to add like extra wear for no reason. And you see me, you can still get good starts with low carcass temperature. So it doesn't really be that much point to warm them up in my experience. I'm going to try it different today though to see if I'm wrong. When we're travelling this slowly anyway, this is all you can do to warm tyres up. Do you do coaching at all? Not at the moment. I'm thinking maybe for July, I'll maybe start doing it. But my priority is make sure the setups are top level. Like, I want to deliver the best setups I possibly can do to the website. My priority is that, first and foremost. And then maybe I'll branch out to doing coaching and other stuff like that after. But I want to get my core product perfect and as good as it can be. And then I'll look to diverting energy. But until that point, max energy on setup development. Best differential to use, on throttle 100, in the race, off throttle about 30. You do burnouts? Oops. What? Huh? If you have the money to upgrade from a G29, for sure. Right. Okay, it's going to be lights on after that horrendous situation. Hopefully that's not a thing to come in the rest of our race. Oh, I couldn't find the gap. I'm a bit in the middle of nowhere here. I want to go to the inside, but the Williams blocked it. Oh, there's more contact with the Williams. No point in risking up the inside there. Go around the outside of the Ferrari. No, not enough grip. Undercut. Nope, can't go up the inside there. All things considered, a pretty chaotic first lap of the race. I should have gone for that, to be honest. I also just realised the mini-map is bugged on this track. Like, literally the whole of, like, or half of the second sector is off the screen. Right. Turn off the battery, save it for the next straight. Taking a bit of time to get these hard tyres working well. Not surprising as they are on the medium. See you in a bit, buddy. Just to kind of get a good exit. Try and get past. Oh, I've used up all my battery. Bugger. Didn't expect that to happen. Where else do I stream? Twitch and YouTube as well as TikTok at the same time. But obviously you're on TikTok, so you can see that bit anyway. Man, I need to get on with this. I'm not taking enough risks. F1 esports type of move. If you know, you know. Okay, now the hard tyres are starting to work. Very slow from Stroll here. Right, Stroll shouldn't have DRS. Oh, he does. Unlucky. We have to use our battery then. Bit cheeky. But was going off the track anyway, so decided to take the extra advantage. Bit of DRS. Stroll, slow, never. Maybe we can pick up one of these cars here. Ah, not enough traction. The leaders have got a decent little gap to them as well. Oh, wow. That was a big moment. Man, we gapped Stroll by like 2 seconds on the last lap. A lot of dirty effort there. Oh my god, AI is so slow at the moment. Right one. Oh my word. Right. Stay behind, save battery, then overtake both these cars at the latest on the pit straight. Oh, hello, Jack. Right, we just have enough battery to get this move done. Nice double around the outside. Two seconds to Bearman. Almost our second validation there. And we're flying. Paddle shift sounds heavily. Big up Asher Racing. I really like their wheel, to be fair. It's really good. I'm not paid to say that. I paid all the wheel by my own money as well. Right, probably not close enough to get Ollie right now. Better to save battery. That being said though, a nice bit of traction. Bit of ERS. See you later, Bearman. How you doing, XPO? Hope you had a good day, my dude. Hope you had a good weekend, actually. Keep forgetting it was Sunday. Hard tires are flying? Yeah, they are. Honestly, they feel so good right now. But the thing is, the leaders have quite a big gap to them. Right, we're going to do the same strategy as we did before. Wait here, and then try to get both of them on the pit straight. Because Gazzy should close up. I don't know, it looks like to be 5 seconds, maybe more, to the race leaders after this. Is Iron Man cancelled? Yeah, it's delayed until Wednesday. Ogba had a bit of a drift there. Well, this is going to be difficult to get them both. I thought about it, I'm not going to lie. Oh, hello. Knock knock, who's there? Double switchback, see you later. The old switcheroo. Good, we broken DRS as well. How you doing, Catherine? Hope you had a good weekend. Hello, Brendon. Amazing videos help me a lot. I think that might be in-game audio. But thank you for the nice compliments. You come from Twitch? Ah, mate. Oh, that's a wall. Thank you for watching on YouTube as well. Means a lot. But yeah, it means a lot that the viewership is spreading out in a nice way and supporting different platforms. So that's really nice for me to see. F125 a big upgrade in F124? I think so, yeah. Quite a lot, actually. I really just enjoy driving the game. It's not the most realistic game in the world, don't get me wrong, but it's good fun. That's cool to hear that control is better for the new game as well. So at the moment, we're in a phase of the race of hunting down the leaders. We've closed a second to Lando Norris up ahead. Of course, they're going to be boxing before us anyway. We have to get these tyres to lap 13. They're already up in 50% range. So we have been pushing them hard with dirty air. Really like your YouTube guides. Ah, cheers, Ben. In fact, Ben Gate. I don't know how to say name, but thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate that. That was a really nice first turn there. And now just starting to push on. How you doing, Nashes? XPOs are moving every platform at the moment to come into chat. I imagine they will be in the next lap or two, the AI. Use Asher Ultimate. Do I use any assist? Nope, no assist. Hardest AI in the game as well. That's not someone I expected to do fastest lap. Wow. Oh bro, that's tough. What does tough mean? I have a video on that in my YouTube channel, Will, showing my full settings and also how you change like the size and the shape of the speedometer. Should have been focusing on driving. I'll be updating setups. Basically, whenever I find better setup for a track or batch of tracks. So the first updates I'm planning to do are in the middle of June, or by middle of June anyway. I've cooked the rear tyres with that drift. They're really not in a good way anymore.
Okay, Franco's coming in for his stop.
And yeah, so middle of June, working on V2 setups already. And the goal is just to make the best setups in the game, or the best setups I can make anyway. Then hopefully other people can use them. Elevate their performance as well. Favourite track ever is Croft in the UK. And this is a hard work around this track. Right, AI are in. But we may have to take some pain on this tyre. Because if I can only get the hards to last 13 laps, it's pretty difficult to make the mediums go to the end. We've got a bit of a sticky situation here. But I think if we want a chance of winning, we need to box this lap actually. Because Oscar, already after doing a pit stop, is only 10 seconds behind. Is going to be at least 9.5 by the time we get to the end of this lap. Just from his better tyres, my worst tyres. Don't see a situation that I can hold on, to be honest, for another lap with a good pace. Alright, time to box. Time to box. Yeah. Right, time to get these tyres off the car. Could be even less than 9.5, that's not good. Good entry. Come on. Right. I hope my button works. Okay, it does. Good. Okay, let's go. Final stint if we want to get this win. Well, of course we want to get the win, but final stint to make it happen. Got a decent gap to close the cars ahead, the race leaders. Probably got about 10 seconds to close. We now have the best tyres on the grid. Try and make that happen. How is the ascher wheel? It's amazing. I need to read the first part of that message in a second though. How do you, mate? I'm doing good. Oh, Lewis! How you doing, mate? I'm loving the stuff you're doing pursuing, by the way. Oh, that's a wall. Yeah, loving what you're doing. I need to come up to Race Anywhere soon. To catch up with you boys. I will forever love the sound the wheel makes when you shift. Thank you. I'm actually doing that noise myself. That was lucky not to be a warning. Bit wide. It's gonna shoot. Right, we need the DRS of Lewis this lap. Purple sector 1. Keeping the brake bias a little bit more forward than normal. I think the DRS is on the exit of this corner. So we threw the car in with more speed than normal. We don't really care about the exit speed. We just care about getting the DRS line. What we did get. We need this one as well. What I think we did get as well. Bit of a scruffy lap. But it was worth it for the DLS. 11% already on the rear tyre. Not good. Not going to be close enough to get Lewis hit. Better save battery. Should be fastest lap, it is. Not that I get a point for it anymore, but revive. Lewis is probably going to get DRS off Sonoda now. Isn't ideal for us. Alright, mate. Beep beep. Get a move on. Again, just turning off the battery now. Save it up a bit higher. Up to 70% there. Game plan is overtake them both. Overtake them both on the straight. The pit straight. We did it earlier to a few of the AI. For sure it's the most efficient way. Lewis might be checking out though. Lewis might be too far. He's flying. No, he's not going to be too far. We're going to send it. Sorry, mate. Beep, beep. We are closing quickly to the McLarens. Strategy right now will be get onto the back of the McLarens. Save tyres. And attack at the end of the race. I'm doing good, thank you, Callum. How are you doing? Are you doing open lobbies after this race? Probably not after this race. Good, thanks. Glad to hear. Yeah, the rear tyres are already starting to fade. 28%. We have dropped Lewis Hamilton though. That's quite surprising. Given the pace he had when he was in front of us, he's not particularly flying anymore. I have a question for you, chat. As a genuine question. Do you prefer it when I speak more and interact, or when I lock in and just drive as fast as possible? First speaking / interacting? When you interact, do you think both? Okay, so like a bit of a mix for the situation. Lock in. Yeah, both. Okay, that's good info. This is sort of the strategy I think I'm going to go with going forward. Maybe a safety car? No safety car. We're gonna have to tire save like a lot. Well, we didn't pick up DLS. How is that not a safety car? Now tire management begins. Bloody yeah, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is going to be a bit touch and go with the tyre wear. Okay, we're going to have to jump Piastri on this lap. He's falling too far from Lando. Our tyres are going to be like 80% at the end. Right, hopefully Piastri doesn't defend. I don't want to lose time here. The acceleration of the AI is nuts though. That's not even downforce related, that's just acceleration related. This is actually going to be really difficult to get the Lando's DRS now. We've dropped Piastri's. Although we're pushing, the rear grip is just in the mud. We would like a Lando bottle. Right, this lap is all or nothing for the DRS. Has to be with the battery level. No traction. I say all or nothing now. Battery's cooked. I've got DRS though, but did we get it again? We did. We have a chance. Very slim one at that. 71% rear tire deg. No DRS for pitch straight. We'll see if Lando makes a mistake on the final lap. We'll push like everything we have though. Yeah, rear tires have nothing left. Got nothing left. Unlucky. We'll push on. We don't know if Lando will make a mistake yet. Just didn't manage to tire enough in the first stint on the hards. First on the back foot. Had to box too early for the mediums. Good race though, overall. Especially with the gaps there were with the AI. Almost getting back to the win was a very nice result. 80% rear right tyre is cooked. There we go. Another load of points.
Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes.
There we go.
Lando Norris has done it. Lando Norris takes the checkered flag.
Well, it all came good in the end.
And the top three venturing onto the podium to begin the celebrations. Well, that certainly was an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
So there we go. Fastest lap by just under a second compared to Lando. Of course, he beat us in the race, and he has closed down the championship lead to 20 points. But that's not too bad. That's not the end of the day. And in the Constructors' Championship, McLaren have pulled away a bit more. And we're tied with Scuderia Ferrari and a little bit ahead of Red Bull. But it's going to be pretty tough to beat the two McLarens in the Constructors' Championship here. So what we'll see is we'll go over and do Miami straight away after this. Where's my teammate? Last. My teammate is not cooking. Good time, mate. Kept it all the wall. Yeah, that was tough to keep out of the wall at the end, in all honesty.
Potential in us and wants to explore a partnership.
Blue Star, sure. Cool. Welcome aboard. Early talks.
Boss. Really pleased to say that early talks have progressed well, and we're now in a position to have a first meeting with them. to learn more about what we're each after. It's a bit of a dance, but it'll be worth it, I think. And remember, it doesn't bind us to them. We can always go elsewhere.
So I need to have a contract negotiation talk with myself. Look at Brendon. What do I do? He wants 1.38 mil salary, signing bonus 140k. That's fine. Lovely jubbly. Conflict of interest? No, give Brendon what he wants. Give Brendon what he wants, you know? If Brendon's happy, I'm happy.
Things are progressing well. We've got a bit more into the weeds of discussions following that first early meeting. In a good way. You know, details.
Details. Through that car development. Okay, I don't have any slots available. What's the most expensive one? Let's do that. Do that. Oh, that's still already happening. Miami at least P3. Could be nice. Oh, this comes before Miami. Yes, please.
Can I borrow you for a moment, boss?
Sure. Unfortunately, a member of our durability team has posted a statement on social media that casts our lead sponsor in a negative light. The sponsor is pressuring us to take action, but handling this too harshly could create unrest within the department. How should we proceed them? We can't allow staff members to speak out like this. Will we have to release them? Yes, get them gone. Fired. We're not having any of that. Yo, Brendon, I brought your setup packs Friday. So good, enjoying them. Some tracks need to get used to, get the most out of them, but mate, they are bloody awesome. When's the first update coming? Mate, thank you so much for the compliment. That's really awesome to hear. Thank you, first of all. My plan is to get the first batch of updates out by at least middle of June, targeting like the sort of 15th at latest. But my plan is to upgrade a lot of the race setups first. And that's my really big priority, is get the race setups absolutely nailed. Then that race setup will transition over to qualifying really well. And of course, the learnings of those two setups will transfer to the rain setup. So that's my plan. And should be nice, should be good. When's your birthday? 8th of July, 99. You have a question about setups? Feel free, buddy. What would you like to know? I need to change my title. We need to change my title. We need to change my title. We need to change the title. For that, I need to put my webcam on. Go into YouTube and change the title. Go here, make that full screen, edit, and just double check. I believe it is Miami coming up next. Yes. Shift I A me. Lovely. Save that. Take that over to my Streamlabs. Copy. Paste. Update. Nice. Yeah, wait. How would you keep Taiwan down at Jeddah? Because I'm struggling with setup. To be honest, Jeddah is overheating the rear tires. Even in that race, I was struggling on the rear right. There's not really much you can do about it. I think if you wanted a more stable car, you can add in more rear wing to the car to make it a bit more stable, but it compromises the pace a lot. So Jeddah, I think, is more about the driving, especially what I learnt in that race, and lifting the throttle more in the high-speed corners. But that's also a good point, and I shall research a setup that can be better on the tyres generally at Jeddah to see if that can help. Yeah, man, race setups for sure. Got a lead race coming up the first time in a very long time. Not the fastest, but setups maybe a little bit more competitive. Mate, good to hear. Lovely to hear. I prefer 100% on throttle diff, not 80. Just my preference. So I mean, unlucky that the Ironman isn't happening today. It got cancelled because a lot of people had equipment problems.
Hey, Chief, we have a part or two ready for development because they finished research. Let's get that in motion, shall we? Head to engineering for more info.
What can I upgrade? Wait, so... Oh, I'm actually... Oh, you have to research the part, then develop the part. I see. I see. Oh. I might have not been upgrading my car this whole time. Ha. Right. How many world championships do I have? 2 drivers, 1 teams, and 1 DHL fastest lap award. Bang, bang, bang. Whoa. Man, this guy looks tired, man. He looks tired. How do I change the engine? Man, stop with these cutscenes, game. Please. Oh, facility improvements. We need that. Where did that go? Oh, I've already used mine. Hang on. Thank you very much. I'll be taking my upgrades back. Do you think setup differs a lot? Say I use Silverstone setup reverse 1-to-1. I think it's pretty close, in all honesty. Yeah, I think it's pretty close. Your setups are really good. Mate, thank you. Why did I stop using the DD Plus? Because I wanted to use Simucube. No disrespect, I love Fanatec as a company, you know? Like, I've been using them since 2018 as a product. They helped me along to winning my World Championships. I've got nothing but love for them, but yeah, sometimes I also like something new. To be honest.
Welcome to the Sunshine State. Miami is ready and we're ready for practice.
Whoa! Singing on a player. Right, we'll quickly bash out these practice programs. I don't actually mind Miami. I think the track gets a lot of hate, unnecessarily. Is there a way to import your setups to the Steam version of the game? Unfortunately not. I would love that, but there's no way to actually manually put the setup in the game from what I'm aware. I'll try and research it a bit more to understand if there is, because that would be really nice. But I don't think there is, unfortunately. I would love it to be like iRacing. Like iRacing, you download a setup, you drag the file into the car, and then you're done. But I did also say this in a video I made for YouTube. That the setup filing system in the F1 game should be better. Because it's really messy, in my opinion, at the moment. Like, it's okay when you're new to the game. Like, on the first week of the release, or your first week playing the game, it's okay. But then as soon as you want to save multiple setups per track, it's a mess. Absolute mess. Like, I think they need a better filing system, that you can have individual pages per track, per game mode, maybe even per car. I think there should be a page where you save your time trial setup. I think there should be a page where you save your race setup, your GP mode setup, your career mode setup, your online setup, and of course a page that you have everything mixed in together if you'd like it, but I think at the moment it's so messy having everything together. Favorite F1 game? Good question. Nostalgia-wise, probably 2012. Yeah, definitely Miami feels better on this game. That's for sure. Can't believe we got the same race management stuff as last race. Bit boring, that. Oh, we can't change EOS mode. Unlucky. So, question for everyone in chat: would you like to see me playing some other racing games? Because the channel direction that I'm thinking to go on at the moment, because I love to play like this, My Team Career Mode. I really enjoy it, but I could also see it doesn't particularly do that well on the video form when I upload it to YouTube. So I'm thinking to change my approach on YouTube a little bit, and to be uploading, or I should say be streaming my single player stuff, like My Team Career Mode, not uploading as highlights anymore, and focus more on tutorials and when I'm actually racing people, i.e. League Racing, and other games such as iRacing. WRC? I'm absolutely terrible at rally. Mainly because I don't listen to instructions that well. Like, the co-driver says, turn left. I'm like, no, I'll turn right. Thank you very much. And then we normally end up in a wall. Fuel saving is impossible around here. Oh, we're half a second up. Do I enjoy sports? Well, not anymore because I quit. But back in the day, yeah, I used to love it. But I fell out of love with it because I had to spend over half my year just preparing for 12 races. And yeah. I mean, if I was young, I would still love it, you know? It's nothing against the series, it's just... that's just life. How do you change EOS to hold? Okay, I'll show you in a second, my friend. Just give me a second to get back out on track. Unsuitable tyre selected. I literally only have softs. What? Literally, the game is broken. It says I can't do the practice program because the softs are too used, but it also doesn't let me have mediums. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm quite interested to play LMU. But I would like to understand what companies are best for the setup, because I don't know anything about LMU setup. So I would definitely buy setups from someone else to use on the game, because I don't know anything about the LMU setups, you know. So I would need to research into that for me to stay competitive on the series or that game.
And if today's practice session is anything to go...
Yeah, agreed, Sunflower. It seems a bit weird. Doesn't seem thought through. How many hours per day in peak preparation for esports? 2018, I was a monster. Why did it put me in qualifying? Oh, my wheel's disconnected. Unlucky. It hasn't done that for a little while. I need to stabilize the USB spot a little bit more. Anyway, getting back to the point. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was a monster in 2018. Basically, my whole life was just practice. Wake up, practice, practice, practice. Literally, the only thing I did other than practice was take the bus to the supermarket to get food. That was it. Even then, often I used to get the food delivered to be more focused on practice. So yeah, some days, a lot of the time, especially as the season got closer, I was waking up at 6 and training until 8 something p.m. Of course, there was like lunch, etc. in between, but that was my rough schedule for like 6-7 days a week. But it was too much. It was too much. I could only do that one time in my life. And I think how hard I went in that year gave me the greatest gifts of all. That I won the championship. That was the greatest gift of all. But it also hurt me for the future, because it took so much out of me that I could never recreate that, you know? What's my favourite track to race on? Croft in the UK, for sure.
Well, that concludes sprint qualifying.
I won't put next to open lobbies. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow.
Welcome to the commentary box.
Okay, Mark here, radio check. Check, check, can you hear me? Okay, we had a fantastic result at the last race. Let's try it again here.
Yeah. Less noise, more talk, more driving. Only breaking my gearbox slowly with that. Right, let's see where we can get to. I would like it if the game gave you the option to turn off sprint races, though. Maybe it does, maybe I haven't paid attention, but I think it would be much better to have that option. Yo, how you doing, Hat? How you doing, buddy? Hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, tire warming is more difficult, but I like it that way. It shouldn't be easy. Oh no, the AI are going to be broken now. There we go, good. Okay, no. Sometimes when you overtake the AI in that situation, they can be a bit broken. Oh, ERS thing. You're totally right, mate. Sorry about that. So, in your generic settings, you can see here, you have the hold or toggle mode. So just to reach that, you just go to your 40 back, generic settings, and it's in there. Could be wrong. Okay, cheers CJ. I didn't know about that. I'll have a look into that for the future. How you doing, Cole? How's your weekend been? Hopefully good. Right, I did basically no tire warming on this lap. But still, they got up to a decent temperature, actually. I need to learn fully if the tire warming does damage the tire on this game. Previous games it did. Almost at a jump start. 40p11. What about it on off on there? I can't go on the outside. Very cheeky on me. Almost would have been a free move there. Oh! Red flag! We can win this race now. Season 1 or Season 2? Season 1? Will open lobbies be after? I think so, yeah. I reckon I'll do open lobbies after the full race. This is a sprint race, of course. I'm a bit new to watching esports, but have there been a driver to drop everyone on pure pace? Not really. Not really. Right, race strategy. Should put us on soft, surely. It's going to put us 2 sets of mediums. I don't know if that's good. I don't want to use up all my mediums for the start of the race, but let's take a look. It says softs are 1 second slower. I would prefer to be on my used set of mediums, but I don't think I can. I think I'm gonna have to go another set. Yeah, like I said, I prefer to be on used mediums, but I don't think I have that choice. I can only go new. But we can win this race now. Oh my god. Oh my. I'm cooked. I got dropped from Charles VRS. What a section. How you doing, Freddie? Welcome in. Oh! That was big contact. Oh! Charles almost spun. Right, best chance to save the battery here. And hope that Charles has a mistake in the chicane. Actually, we can't say battery max is too close. Probably going to be too far. He's derating as well. Unlucky. P2 though, in sprint race. I'll take it. Good haul of points.
Yes, come on, we're on the podium. Good job this weekend. That's a great drive. Thank you.
Mate, the weekend's just got started.
Well, that concludes all of the sprint action. We are so well set up for an incredible...
Right, main race coming up. Should be quite interesting how this is going to play out. Also, little feature. How come I can hit F2 cars, but F2 cars weren't at Miami? Details. Maybe it was the Porsche Super Cup. Maybe. Maybe it was that. I'll give them benefit of the doubt. I'm back and doing revision. Cheer. Nice. How did revision go?
F1 seems to be
Today is
growing by
cancelled.
the day in the USA, and today's race is a testament to that. It's time for the Miami Grand Prix.
I don't know if they're going to do social race.
The Miami International Autodrome is a 3.36-mile circuit that circumnavigates the Hard Rock Stadium.
So, as an update,
Welcome to the commentary box. I'm out.
Iron Man, because of course it got cancelled tonight, so we're not doing Iron Man today. They ask, do drivers want to do a social race? And 2 people have said yes, and 12 people have said no. I think the answer is pretty obvious. I'm just double checking this Iron Man situation to see if I'm not missing anything. How are you today? I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing?
Podium at the last race, mate, but there's still a little bit of room in that trophy cabinet back at the factory. Let's see if we can fill it again.
This guy's so negative. What's his problem? I think probably, yeah, 2-stop might be the only way. We'll double check. What's the Iron Man? It's 100% league where you do 100% races. It's awesome. Probably my favourite league on the game. No. It's hard, medium. Okay, roger that game. We can take some fuel out, I reckon. Here we go then. This is going to be a bit of a tough one, I reckon. Rear tyre deck is astronomical. The car slides around from overheating. Oh, Lewis Hamilton's at the back of me. Unlucky, sunshine. Whoops. Whoa! Man, this is easy. I wonder why they're not defending. Fuck! Whoops. Sorry. My bad, Norris. Well, that was far from ideal. Time to cook. P-Vars, the P9, 1 lap, I'll take it. Alonso didn't want to get the lap. Bash is going to be close here. Showing speed of the AI is insane. Oh, that's a big one. Oscar's out of the race. Got a flag behind us, I think. I think that's 2 DNFs in 1 lap. Those soft tyres are degrading. For Russell, are you alright? I'm doing great, thank you. How about yourself? Is Miami a fun track? On this year's game, I would say yeah. Quite heavy on the rear tyre sliding, but apart from that, it's really good. Oh, well that's handy. Skill issue. Closing on the race leaders. Oh my god. I'm using Ascher Ultimate as my wheel rim. Simucube Sport is the base. Wheel, Simucube Sport, and Ascher Ultimate as a wheel rim. Lucky. Oh, we will get DRS. Come on. Will we? Yes. Probably Lando's going to box this lap as well. That's really helpful. Let's go shoot. That was late on the brakes. Traction suffered though. Okay, Lando isn't in this lap. We are definitely in the box though. Actually, let's see. 53%. Probably a one stop here isn't really that possible, it seems. Try and get past Lando. Yeah, I think we'll box this lap. Probably a one stop isn't on the cards. Hopefully the AI will box with me. Otherwise, would suggest they're on a two-stop. A one-stop. Okay, they've continued, so we should probably continue. There's no way we're beating them on a two-stop strategy. A very low chance anyway. That being said, we're already 63% tied out. We'll be about 70 next lap. We haven't got really much more laps left in the bank. Probably our bluff has been called here. We're going to have to box regardless. And we only have one set of medium new. Alright, hot box. Remember, the pit lane line is super early here in Miami. There it is. That's interesting. AI seemingly locked onto a one-stop strategy there. Right, I need this outlap to be rapid.
Franco's in the pits. Franco is in the pits.
Kind of helpful. We'll get a nice bit of DRS. Do I play a set of Corsa? I do. I really like the game. Oh my god. Right, we need to wait for DRS here. That is so slow. I don't think Lewis is boxed yet, though. Surely.
Okay, Franco's coming in for his stop.
Wait, how is he just boxed twice on the same lap? Alright, just the brutal contact Lewis. Purple middle. Max and Lando do continue on for a following lap of the race. We are going to undercut the AI quite a lot here. If I sort my driving out. How you doing, Ryan? Welcome in. We do need to get past Yuki here. Oh, we're a bit far. Have to burn battery and try. Okay, we're close enough now, I reckon. Right, we're for sure on for a podium at this rate. Max is finally in. Be interesting to see how much we've undercut him by. To be honest though, I feel like this is more a race for P3. Max is on the hards. I think he's going to the end on those. And he's only 3 seconds behind us. Not ideal. Person we have a chance of beating though, for sure, is Lando. Yeah, Max is already up to pace on his pressure hard compound tyres compared to us. Very much in position to win this race. What assist do I play on? No assists. Oh, we did get DRS. It's your favourite ERS teacher? Cheers, buddy. Hope you had a good weekend. I've got no battery left. Hey man, a boring weekend is better than a dramatically negative weekend. Edit the apex. Well, he's going to come back at us in turn 1. I don't have any battery. How you doing, Sim Racing Leigh? Hope you had a good day. We're gonna get eaten alive on the straight. One up grip. This is really costing me big time versus Norris. Yo, thanks for 200 bits. Thank you very much. Absolute legend. How you doing, Hector? Welcome in. Do I think I'm going to be able to win this? Without a safety car, no. Max is going to the end, I'm pretty sure. And we still have to make another pit stop. I'm not happening. No, it's not, unfortunately. It'll be on Wednesday night instead. Right, I just need a clear lap ahead of Charles. Oh, he's boxing. I guess we get our wish. Yo! Thanks for about 100 bits. Boxes lap. Push, push, push. For sure, boxes lap. For sure, boxes lap. It's time to cook. Oh my god, that line was atrocious. Charles on the hearts. Air fryer's just packed in? Mate, that's an atrocity. I don't know how I'd be able to function without my air fryer. Come on then, let's see where we are versus Charles. Oh, that was close. That was very close to speeding a pit lane. What air fryer do I have? It's like a princess one. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Need a big pit stop here from the boys. That was nice. We're going to be ahead of Charles. Look at that. Our in-lap was actually pretty good in the end. One more position. And then we're back in the podium paying spots. Oh yes, we can get DRS as well. We won't be able to pass Gasly here. Question is, chat, it's very ambitious, but 12 seconds to Norris, can we catch that? Careful not to get damaged to the back of Gasly here. It can be very slow. Right, trying to save as much battery as possible. Should easily get him underneath the brakes. Oh, I'll take to the curb to avoid him a little bit there. Right. 11 seconds to Lando Norris. We've got fresh mediums. Can we do this? I'm going to push like a madman and try to make it happen. See what we can extract out of this car.
Franco's in the pits. Franco is in the pits.
How is my teammate double stacking again?
Okay, Franco's coming in for his stop.
What a weird glitch. Yeah, once you buy the setup, you get it for life. Then it will be updated. So once you buy the pack, then it will be updated for free for the rest of the F125 game cycle. Right, we gained 1.5 seconds to Lando on the previous lap. And fastest lap of the race. No, thank you. No, you're welcome. Happy to help. Charles is so quick down the straight. Honestly, at the end of the race, he might be able to overtake us. Really important that I break away from DRS now. Yeah, this is going to probably be a fight with Charles until the final lap, I reckon. Another second taken out of Lando. We just don't have enough battery anymore. Yeah, rear tires starting to fade. Look at that straight line speed. I think we're better off to try and tire save behind Leclerc now. Even if we were going to catch Lando, we're not going to do it behind Leclerc. So try to bring that rear tire temp down. Manage it as much as we possibly can. And yeah, find a way somehow. Probably in hindsight, should have started on the mediums. Got them out of the way early. Because these are not a good race tire around here. We were quite quick through there, but just on the straights, we're being eaten alive by the AI. Would love a cheeky safety car. AI difficulty 110%, and I have the worst car on the My Team career mode. Would you like to try to set up? Mate, let's go! Awesome. And I can say, from testing a bit more, that setup's going to get even better when I update it to the V2 very soon. Like, the V2 setup of that, it's faster, more traction, more stable, better tire wear. The wings are the same, but you could. First league race P1, mate. Really happy for you. Good stuff. So we're having to use more and more battery to stay the same distance as Charles. But even with DRS open, he's extending the gap. On this trick. On track, that is ahead of 10. Unlucky. What was the penalty for? Wow, we're only 6 seconds away from Lando. Let's get a shoot. Man, what a bottle for me there. Oh, 2 corner cut warnings now. I had to take the risk to try and get the DRS. There was no option for me there. I think turn 1 I just overheated my tyres and slid. It was really strange how it happened. May have sent someone to the Shadow Realm. They deserved it. Yeah, my tyres are really starting to fall away. I think we're going to lose DRS on this lap. Just not enough speed on these tyres. Unfortunately. I went on a 2-stop strategy. I went hard, medium. Probably doing the strategy I should have gone medium, hard, to be honest. I went too long on the first stint. Extended it for 2 laps to see if I could make a 1-stop work. Realised it wouldn't be possible for me. Maybe could have done mediums in the second stint, as the stint was going to be shorter than normal. But live and you learn. Live and you learn. Got a fairly chill final lap now. Charles is gone. We've got a big gap to Hamilton behind. Only a retirement or a mistake really could change the outcome, for good or for bad. How you doing, editor? How you doing, XPO? I really like the Asher wheel. One of my favourites that I've used in sim racing altogether. Would have been almost in full gear there. What was that? 70% rear right? 72%. Jesus. If you want to use them in time trial, lower the rear tyre PSI. Because I've designed the PSI to be working in online modes or in career mode, or basically modes where the tyre temperature is enabled. So GP mode, career mode, online mode, etc. whereas time trial does not have tire temperature enabled. So if you want to use the setup, then lower the rear tire PSI. Max Verstappen wins. Lando Norris has got 2 races in a row that he beats us and takes some points away from us in the Drivers' Championship. Not good. First time off the podium in a little while as well. And we ended up with a little drift, 75% on the rear right. 4.5 seconds away from Charles.
Right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Really fell off the cliff on the final lap there. Not good. Driver of the day, Lewis Hamilton. Fair play, lad.
You've heard this one before. Max Verstappen takes the victory.
You always look back at a race like this and think,
And with that, we wrap up another weekend
Wow.
of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So no one was really that consistent over it. Maybe Lando. Lando was probably the most consistent. No, Charles. Actually, no one was consistent between the sprint race and the actual race. That's quite surprising. But yes, Max wins. Let's check out the championship standings. We're probably 16 points ahead of Lando Norris, 46 ahead of Max Verstappen. So, with a good few results, Max could be back in the championship fight. Let's check out our teammates' points. 0. 129 points less. And moving over to constructors, we've dropped down to 4th place, 50 away from McLaren. So we actually only lost 6 in this GP, but still 6 could be very, very critical as we get to the end of the season. Blah, 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 blah. So what we're going to do is I'm going to end stream now. This is PC. Who do you think is going to win the championship? Oscar, to be honest. But yeah, we're going to end the stream now. I'm going to go do some work and then go for a run in a little bit as well. So let me put that on my face cam. Turn that off. Lovely jubbly. So yeah, no, I appreciate everyone tuning in. I'm going to try and diversify my content a little bit more going forward. So like I sort of mentioned earlier, doing my brain is so fried at the moment from 2 races. So live streaming like the My Team career mode. No open lobbies. No, I'm just a bit tired, mate. I need to get some stuff done. But I think tomorrow or Tuesday we can do. So it'll be live tomorrow night or Tuesday, and we can do that. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and diversify my content and bring back a focus to like competitive racing on my channel, whether that is on F1, iRacing, or other games like Le Mans Ultimate. I think would be a nice way to do it. And then focus on live streaming the single player content, I think is the way forward. Because I noticed just on the channel, the views tank whenever I do a video for My Team career mode. So I think that's quite a clear indication what people prefer or what don't prefer. And that way I can focus more to putting really my best content possible out per category, if that makes any sense. So hopefully people will be happy with that. Hopefully it'll be all okay. So yeah, let me know what you think in chat if you would like to, of course. But yes, let's see who we can raid. Who can we raid? See you in a bit. Lovely buddy. See you in a bit, my dude. Oh, it's someone's birthday. We'll go raid them for their birthday.
Cause you got a recipe, girl.
Everyone, please go wish this guy a happy birthday. So yeah, once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Been almost 3 hours live together, so that's awesome. Does Fanatec or Moser have better bases? I'm not too sure. I've not tried Moser properly, but I know Fanatec is good. So that can be a good reference, maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. Much love, grazie ragazzi. Hopefully you enjoyed the rest of your Sunday night, and I will catch you tomorrow for another stream and probably another video on YouTube as well. So everyone, much love. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you then. Ciao, ciao, bye bye, and grazie ragazzi. Let me just end the stream here.